Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just a second. So, hi everyone, my name is Sarbaz. So, today we are going to look after the basic topic of LCM and HCF. So, we are going to start with HCF and LCM. So, HCF and LCM is nothing but highest common factor and lowest common factor. So with the definition being said, we have to, with HCF, when we solve about HCF, we need to find a highest number which is common amongst the other numbers between a range of numbers. Okay. And when we talk about lowest common multiple numbers, we need to find the least common multiple number. So there is some, suppose a set of series that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then there are such numbers, and we have to find the most common number between them. So that is the least common number. Okay, so that is when we talk about LCM, and when we have to find the highest common factor, that is when we talk about HCF. So is the screen available to? Is the screen you can see all? Hello. Okay. So look at the numbers 150, 210, 375. First, we'll try to learn how to factorize these numbers. So, when we factorize the numbers, always remember that it has to be done in a certain way. Just a second. Okay, that is 2, 3, 5, and 7. So, why 2, 3, 5, and 7? So, when we talk about other numbers, that is 4, maybe 6, then you have 8, then you have 10. This can be again categorized as 2 into 2, 2 into 3, again 2 cube, and 2 into 5. Even if we have number 9, we can also write it again as 3 into 3. So always when we factorize the number, remember that it has to be 2, 3, 5, 7. So please note down that any number when we break it down, so it has to be factorized. When we factorize, it has to be between 2, 3, 5, and 7. So we can first start with GCD. GCD and HCF is the same. Okay, there is no, there are just different names. So when we talk about HCF, let us start with the first question given. Look at the three numbers, that is 150, 210, and 375. First, we need to factorize this number. Okay, let's start factorizing this number. So 150. So when I talk about 150, how can it be divisible? First, it is 5. 5 30s are, then you will have again 5 6 are. So now 6 is again divisible by 2 and 3. So 3 is a 2 and 2 twos are 1. Okay. So is this clear to everyone? Any doubts so far why we are using 2, 3, 5, 7? Anyone? Okay. So similarly, we can go for 210. So for this, we have 7, then we have 30. So again, 3 is a 10 is a. So again, 10 is 2 is 2 into 5 and 5 and so on. So when we do this, we get certain numbers as mentioned over here. We can look it over here. So that is 150, 210, and 375. We get 5 into 5 into 3 into 2. Then again 5 into 2 into 7 into 3, 5 triple 5 raised to 3 into 3. That is for 375. Now, how to take out the HCF? So what you're going to do here is, so when we talk about numbers, so just look for the common number. So which is the common number over here? Can anybody say? So in 150, 210, 375, which is the common number?
5,
5. And the other common number is
3.
3, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to look at 5 and 3. So now for 5, we have the highest power of 5 raised to 1, which is in 210, because it is a single 5. And in the rest two cases, that is 5 into 5, which can be also said as 5 raised to 2. And in 375, it is 5 raised to 3. Right, so for GCD or highest common factor, what we do is we select the lowest multiple of 5. So what is the lowest multiple of 5 here? That is 5 raised to 1, right? In 210, you can see 5 raised to 1 is the lowest multiple. So what we can say from this point is 5 raised to 1 and 3 raised to 1. Please note down this point. In highest common factor, we choose, write it down, common terms with the lowest power. So now common term in these three numbers is nothing but 5 and 3. And the lowest power is 3 raised to 1 and 5 raised to 1. Now that is nothing but 5 and 3, just multiply them. So this will be your GCD. Everybody got this? Anyone who has doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Similarly, you can try for, I'm giving you 5 minutes. You can try for the practice question 78, 39, 195, and the rest too. Take 5 minutes and please note this point first. Common terms with the lowest power. So what is the factorization for 78? Anyone? Anyone for 78? For 78, it can be factorized as 78 is divisible by what? So 7 plus 8, it is 15. So 15 is nothing but a divisible of 3. This is a divisibility rule. So whenever there is a number given, so what you can do is you can just add it 7 plus 8. It is 15 or any number which is a multiple of 3. That means it is a multiple of 3. That means it is divisible by 3. So 3 2s are 6 are again 2 and 13. So again 13 can't be factorized into any simplest number. So it has to be 3 into 2 into 13. And similarly 39 is nothing but 3 into 13. 13 threes are. And for 195 you can do that is 5 into 39, which is again nothing but 5 into 3 into 15. Everyone got this point of factorization? Yes or no? You can put in the chat yes or no. Okay, fine. So now what you have to do again, the common numbers. So what are the common numbers over here? Anyone?
3 and 13.
3 and 13. And what is the lowest power for both of this number? 3 raised to 1 and 13 raised to 1, right? Because there is no such number in which there are two threes or two 13s. So the lowest power is what? 3 raised to 1 and 13 raised to 1. Is that clear for everyone? So which means the HCF here is 39. And similarly, you can do this for question number third, C, 198, 121, and 1331. So if you look at this numbers closely, 121 is nothing but 11 square. That is 11 into 11. Okay. And similarly, this is nothing but 11 cube, 11 into 11 into 11. And you can solve this for 198. Again, for 198, is it divisible by 11 or not? You can check it. Because we have already got the common numbers between 121 and 1331, that is 11. Again, as we saw for 78, the divisibility rule, that the trick I have showed you, that 7 plus 8, if any number, the addition is a multiple of 3 or it is divisible by 3, that means, multiple of 3, that means it is divisible by 3. And similarly, when you can see this number 198 carefully, so the alternative numbers over here, so that is 1, that is 8. If we add this two numbers, so that becomes 1 plus 8 is 9, and the middle number you have to subtract it. So this is again one divisibility rule which you can note down. So alternate numbers addition minus the remaining alternate number addition. So 1 and 3 position is 1 plus 8 9, and 9 minus 9 is 0. So whenever there is 0 as the final answer, which this means that it is divisible by 11, you can check it out. Everybody understood this point? Please say yes or no, or at least you can put it in the chat.
Yes.
Okay. So now what does the highest common factor definition says as common terms with the lowest power. So in both these three numbers, what is the common term? Anyone? You can just look at it and say which is the common number in both the three factors. It is 11, right? Yes or no? So if it is 11, you can see 11 here, 11 here, 11 here. 18, we can't take 18 because it is not the common term. So now, so what is the lowest power of 11, which can be observed in the first thing, that is first number 198, 11 raised to 1. We can't take 11 raised, because if we take 121, it will become 11 raised to 2, and 1331, it will become 11 raised to 3. Now what does our definition say again? Common terms with the lowest power. So lowest power is 11 raised to 1. So the answer for this must be 11. Got it, everyone?
Yes.
So now what we have done here is common terms with the lowest power. So for the first thing, factorization. Everybody understood why we select 2, 3, 5, 7? Because the others can be again factorized, like 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. It can be other again factorized into the same number, 2, 3, 5, 7. And also there are other numbers like 11, 13. But for the base level of one digit number, it is always 2, 3, 5, 7. And what we have done is taking common terms with the lowest power. So now in LCM, now when we are going to see LCM, it is quite the opposite for this. So we'll start LCM again. No, sorry, LCM this. So now again this number. So now what we have to do here is again least common multiple. Least common multiple means, so suppose there are x y z numbers. Okay, so now we don't know what the numbers are. Let us suppose x y z. So now when we talk about least common multiple, so when does the least common multiple happens? So so that means that the number is associated with x and y and z, right? So now what we do here is we take all terms with highest power. Write this down. All terms with highest power. So now what are the terms over here? 2, 3, 5, 7. So what we are doing, so in HCF, what we are doing, we are taking only the common number. The common number in this three numbers was 5 and 3, right? And now for here, if we are talking about LCM, we'll take all the terms with the highest power. So so you guys tell me what is the highest power for 2 here? 2 raised to anyone? You can look at these numbers. The highest power for 2 is 2 only. That is 2 raised to 1. Because we don't have any number which is 2 into 2. Right? So now similarly for 3 also we have the highest power as 3 in 3 raised to 1. And for 5, now look at the number 5. What will be the highest power for 5? Please answer anyone.
5 raised to 3.
5 raised to 3. And similarly for 7,
7 raised to 1.
7 raised to 1. Now you all got the difference between a LCM and HCF, what we are doing? So in that we are only selecting the common terms. Now here we are selecting all the terms, but with the highest power. In HCF it was the lowest power, and in LCM it will be the highest power. So please multiply this. What you will get? See, 2 into 3 into 125 into 7. Is everyone getting the same number? 5250?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So as of now, everyone's concept is clear regarding HCF and LCM. Okay. So let's move forward. So please note down these three formulas. So when there are fractions, so fraction is nothing but x upon y, where you have one, the above thing is called numerator and the below thing is called denominator. Fine. So whenever you have a certain number which is represented as suppose 5.5, okay, or it can be around 10.5, any number. So what we do usually we do this into fraction. So 11, 5 by 2 is nothing but we can say 55 by 10. If we take out the point, the 10 will go below. So if we divide by 5, it is nothing but 11 by 2, right? So 11 here is your numerator. Everybody knows what is numerator and denominator. So now please note down these two formulas. HCF of two or more fractions. That is HCF of numerators upon LCM of denominators. So whenever HCF is asked, the numerators need to be taken out as HCF and denominators will be LCM, and vice versa is for B. And also note down this formula. Everybody done with the formula? Okay, rest of you, are you done with the formula thing? So look at this question number B, 440, 140, 390. Please take out the HCF. Try this question. Question number B. Now in HCF again, common terms with the lowest power. Anybody got the answer? Anyone? You can write it down in the chat. Okay, HCF 10. Anyone else? So is everybody getting 10? Rest of you? Anyone who didn't got the concept of HCF and LCM, you can let me know. What the question is, that is 440. 440 can be written as 44 into 10. So this can be again written as 11 into 4 into 2 into 5. So this is for 440. For 140, you can write it as 2 into 7, which is 14, into 10, that is 2 into 5. And for 390, that is nothing but for 390, it is nothing but 3 into 13 into 2 into 5, that is 39 into 10. So again, so what is the highest number for 2? 2 is 2. Common numbers what you have, 2 and 5 only. So 2 and 5. So 2 into 5, answer will be 10. So let us start with the question. So we can try the question number 1. Find the common factors for the number 60, 120, 220. First do the factorization and see what are the common terms. So in this question, what you have to do, just take the factors of 60, 120 and 220. Factorize the term. For 60, it will be what? Let's check. 60 is nothing but 2 into 30. So 230 is 2 into 15 and 3 into 5. Okay. And similarly for 120, it will be again same but into two ones because 60 twos are. So this will be for 120, 2 into 3 into 5 and again 2. Fine. And now again, what is given over here? 220. So that is 22 into 10, which is again 2 into 11 into 2 into 5. So if you look at this closely, so what are the factors, common factors? So common factors, when we have to find, we have to only find the numbers, right? So which numbers are common over here? 3 is not common in all, 5 is common, okay, and then 2 is common. So there are only two common factors, that is 2 into 5, right? But 2 is, here is twice in this case, and again twice in this case, and similarly twice in this case. So the common factors are nothing but 2 square and 5. So you can say it as 4 and 5, but always remember to write it into the format of 2 3 5 7. So 2 square and 5 are the common factors. Yeah, if we multiply them, that is 20. Similarly, you can solve question number 2 and 3. Anyone has doubt so far? You can put it into the chat. Personally, also you can put down, or else you can say anyone. Om, Rohit, Shreyansi, anyone. Monesh.
No.
No, sir.
Okay. So try question number 2 and 3, HCF and LCM. Everyone done with question number second, HCF wala? Just put it into the chat. Who all have done? Yes or no? Just rest of you guys, please update. So the answer is 6 for everyone. HCF. Everyone done with 6? At least say yes or no. Sorry, it's the second question. Fine. So question number 3, how many of you have done? Everyone got it? 51051.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for question number 4, try with the given formula. So the formula is HCF into LCM is equal to product of numbers. So wherever HCF is mentioned, put the input LCM and the product of numbers. Try this. HCF into LCM is equal to product of numbers. So the LCM of two numbers, similarly go through it. So LCM is nothing but 936. HCF is 4. So now product of number is nothing but x into y, we can say. There are two numbers, x and y. And one number is 72. So put x as 72 into y and solve this. Is everyone getting 52? 22. How is 22 possible? Let's solve this. So you have 936 into 4 is equal to 72 into your other number y. So can divide this number. So this becomes 4 ones are 4 and 18s are. Okay, so now divide 18 by so 936 by 18. So see what you will get the answer. It must be 52. Is everyone getting 52?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now see what question number 5 says is there are two alarms, clock ring their alarms at a regular interval at 50 seconds and 48 seconds. If they beep together at 12 noon, what time will they beep again for the first time? So now such questions have two things, either LCM or HCF. So now what we can say is that so there are suppose there are alarm 1 and alarm 2 and they beep together. So the first beep was at 12 noon. So after that they need to have a common number. Okay, they need to have a least common number for this, because when you talk about there are two certain numbers and they want to repeat themselves again, you need to find the least common multiple. Like if they have done at one is doing at 58 second, one is doing at 48 seconds, so there must be a multiple of both, right? So there must be a multiple of both, which should be again the interval for the next beep. So what you have to do is here take the LCM of 50 and 48, see what it is with respect to seconds. You have to find the LCM, okay? LCM of 50 and 48. 1200 second, okay. Rest of you, what is the answer? Is everyone getting 1200 seconds as the answer? Guys, anyone 1200 seconds?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what does 1200 seconds indicate? So 1 minute is of 60 seconds. So we can divide that by 60. So 1200 divided by 60 is nothing but 20 minutes. So the alarm, if it beeps together at 12 noon, so it has to do it again at 12:20. So there is no option as 12:20. So the answer will be none of this. Similarly, you can try for question number 6, but now they have asked how many times will they told together again in the next 3 hours. So first of all, check that how many seconds are there in 3 hours. So take that number, and when you get the LCM, divide that number with the total seconds that 3 hour consist of. Okay, so total seconds of 3 hours, 3 hours divided by the LCM. So you will get, so with LCM, what you will get when they bell together, okay, or ring together, divide, which will be divided by, sorry, we have to divide that by total second. So that means the total value divided by LCM will be the number they told together. Question number 5, everyone got it? 1200. Saurabh, Kasturi, Monish, Om, everyone. Fine. Try question number 6. Is everyone getting the same 10,800 upon 1848? See, in 3 hours, in 1 hour you have 60 minutes. So in 3 hours you will have 180 minutes. And similarly, for every minute there is 60 seconds. So 180 into 60, that is 10,800. Again, when we divide by 1848, so the answer, if you check the answer, that has to be 5. So if you divide this number through your calculator, so what you will get is 1848. You will get somewhere around 5.84, which means there are five tolls together. You can't select six, but because if it was six, then it has to be either six or a number greater than six. But as it is 5.84, which means they will toll together five times. So your answer should be five. Everyone got this? Okay. So let's move to next question. Similarly, use the formula and check what's the answer. Everyone got the answer two time? Okay. So check question number 8. So again, take out the LCM in seconds and convert them into minutes. LCM is 504, right? Everyone got this 504? So 504 seconds. So if we look at the options, so every options A, B, C, everyone has completed around 8 minutes. So 8 minutes is how many seconds? So 8 minutes is how many seconds? 480 seconds, right? So 504 minus 480. See, because option, if you look at these options closely, A, B, C, everyone has completed 8 minutes. So if we get LCM as 504 and we subtract 480, because 8 minutes are done, right? So 8 into 6 is 480. So if we subtract this, then we are left with 24 as a number. So now that means we have completed 9 hours, 8 minutes, and 24 seconds. So option B will be the answer. Is everyone getting the same? ऑप्शन ए नहीं आएगा. डोंट गो बिहाइंड दैट 404. जितना मिनट्स है उसको पहले सब्सट्रैक्ट करो एंड द रिमेनिंग विल बी योर सेकंड्स व्हिच इज 24 सेकंड्स. सबको आया समझ में सौरभ?
Yes.
ओके. सो अभी देखो क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 के लिए मैं तुम लोग को एक ट्रिक बता, मतलब जो हमारा फॉर्मूला था एक बार यहाँ पर देख लो. क्या पूछा है कि 3 रनर्स कंप्लीट 1 रिवॉल्यूशन व्हेन दे विल मीट एट द स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट. सो अगेन वी हैव टू फाइंड द एलसीएम. सो इसके लिए हमारा कौन सा फॉर्मूला यूज होगा? फॉर्मूला बी, दैट इज एलसीएम ऑफ न्यूमरेटर्स अपॉन एचसीएफ ऑफ डिनोमिनेटर्स. एंड हियर क्वेश्चन में अगर हम लोग देखेंगे, सो वी हैव 2, 4 एंड 5.5. सो व्हेनेवर 5.5. So whenever I want to take LCM of fractions, मुझे वहां उस मोमेंट पर न्यूमरेटर भी प्रेजेंट चाहिए और डिनोमिनेटर भी प्रेजेंट चाहिए. वो कैसे होगा? सो आई वांट टू कन्वर्ट दिस 5.5. 5.5 को फ्रैक्शन में कैसे कन्वर्ट कर सकते हो? 11/2, right? If 10 का half is 5, then 11 का half is 5.5, right? So 2, 4 and that is 11/2. अभी अगर इन नंबर्स को आप क्लोजली देखोगे, सो यहाँ पर मुझे न्यूमरेटर मिल गया, यहाँ पर मुझे डिनोमिनेटर मिल गया. सो लेकिन यहाँ पर न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर के लिए मैं यहाँ पर 1 1 पुट कर सकता हूँ, बिकॉज 2/1 is 1 and 4/1 is 1, right? एवरीवन अंडरस्टूड दिस कॉन्सेप्ट कि मैंने वहां पर 1 1 यूज क्यों किया? Because formula says कि I need something for numerator, I need something for denominator. So now I want to get the starting point for these guys. तो जो सर्कुलर ट्रैक में रिवोल्यूशन हो रहा है. सो नाउ व्हाट यू डू इज, फॉर्मूला क्या बोलता है? सी व्हाट डज द फॉर्मूला सेज? एलसीएम ऑफ न्यूमरेटर्स. तो एलसीएम ऑफ न्यूमरेटर्स में कौन आ जाएगा? 2, 4, 11. एंड एचसीएफ ऑफ डिनोमिनेटर्स उसमें कौन आ जाएगा? 1 1 2. इतना कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर है? मैंने 2 4 11 और 1 1 2 डायरेक्टली क्यों लिखा? एवरीवन प्लीज आंसर. क्योंकि ये कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं समझेगा तो बहुत सारे मिस्टेक्स हो जाएंगे, सिली मिस्टेक्स होगी. सो सिमिलरली मैं सिर्फ 2 और 4 नहीं लिख सकता था, क्योंकि मुझे डिनोमिनेटर में कुछ चाहिए जिसके साथ मैं 2 को कंपेयर कर सकूं. सो व्हाट यू डू इज नाउ 2 4 11 का एलसीएम निकालो अपॉन 1 1 2 का एचसीएफ निकालो. सो गो विद दिस एलसीएम एंड एचसीएफ. एलसीएम के लिए पहला क्या आएगा? 2 विल बी 2. देन तुम्हारा ये हो जाएगा 2 स्क्वायर. एंड यहाँ पर 11 विल बी 11. सो कॉमन टर्म्स, सॉरी नॉन कॉमन टर्म्स यानी ऑल टर्म्स आएंगे इंटू 11. सो दैट इज 4 into 11, दैट इज 44. ये तुम्हारा एलसीएम आ जाएगा. अब 1 और 2 के बीच में HCF निकालो, क्या आएगा देखो। वन और टू के बीच में हमें क्या चाहिए, HCF इज नथिंग बट कॉमन टर्म्स। तो 1 और 2 में कॉमन टर्म क्या है, 1 ही है, बिकॉज 1 1 जा 1 एंड 2 1 जा 1। सो यहाँ पर तुम्हारा HCF आएगा 1 एंड योर आंसर शुड बी 44। 22 इसलिए नहीं आएगा क्योंकि देखो 22 में देखो तुम्हारा आंसर क्या हो जाएगा, फिर तुम इन 1 को निग्लेक्ट कर दोगे, और HCF में क्या है, कॉमन, हाईएस्ट कॉमन। ठीक है, हाईएस्ट कॉमन के लिए हमें एक नंबर निकालना है जो दोनों में प्रेजेंट हो, कॉमन टर्म्स विद द सेम पावर। सो 1 1 जा इज 1 एंड 2 1 जा इज ऑल्सो, सो 2 1 जा इज 2। सो यहाँ पर हमारा 1 और 2 में कॉमन फैक्टर इज 1। सो तुम्हारा नीचे HCF में 1 आएगा, सो दैट इज 44/1। समझा सबको? 22 क्यों नहीं आएगा और 44 क्यों आया है, समझा? क्योंकि हम लोग HCF ले रहे हैं 1 1 2 के लिए। जिसको नहीं समझा मुझे फिर से एक बार चैट में लिख दो, मैं फिर से एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ। एवरीवन प्लीज आंसर। सौरभ,
हेलो
कस्तूरी।
हेलो हेलो।
हाँ
हाँ सर, 2 और 2 रेस टू 2 है ना, तो दोनों में से एक बार ही 2 लेंगे ना।
देखो, अभी हम लोग ऊपर क्या कर रहे हैं, ऊपर LCM फाइंड आउट कर रहे हैं ना।
तो एक 2 है एक 4 है ना, तो दोनों में से एक बार ही लेंगे ना। सो 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 11 is 44। हाँ हाँ, बराबर बराबर बराबर
बराबर ना, 44 आ जाएगा,
बराबर
और
बराबर।
क्योंकि तुम LCM फाइंड आउट कर रहे हो, और
हाँ हाँ।
HCF में 1 आएगा, 2 नहीं आएगा। अगर 2 ले लेंगे तो फिर अगेन वो LCM हो जाएगा, क्योंकि 1 और 2 का दोनों का मल्टीपल 2 है ना, राइट? तो HCF क्या हो जाएगा, लेकिन हम लोग को HCF चाहिए, तो 1 और 2 का HCF इज 1।
हाँ
बाकी सबको भी समझा, सौरभ वगैरह सब लोग? प्लीज आंसर। श्रेयांशी, रोहित, ओम, मोनिश।
Yes, sir.
ओके। क्वेश्चन नंबर 10 वही सिमिलर है, फॉर्मूला यूज करके सॉल्व कर सकते हो। सबका आ रहा है 48, चेक करो।
Yes, sir.
ओके फाइन। क्वेश्चन नंबर 11 देखो। अभी यहाँ पर क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 में देखो क्या लिखा हुआ है, ग्रेटेस्ट पॉसिबल रेट। सो ग्रेटेस्ट पॉसिबल रेट इज नथिंग बट अपना GCF विच इज HCF, सॉरी GCD विच इज HCF, हाईएस्ट कॉमन फैक्टर। So question is, a man has to walk 51 kilometer and 85 kilometer. So in the greatest in exact number of times, मतलब एक ऐसा पर्टिकुलर टाइम चाहिए हम लोग को, वी नीड एग्जैक्ट मिनट्स इन विच ही कैन कवर 51 and 85, which means it has to be a multiple, so the number which can divide both 51 and 85. So either you can even directly solve by looking at the option, because 17 threes are and 17 fives are. तो 17 minutes ऐसा है कि अगर if he is walking by 3 kilometer per minute and 5 kilo per minute, he can satisfy both the equation 51 and 85. But you can try with HCF से try कर लो, practice हो जाएगा. अभी 12 के लिए हमने क्या किया है, मैंने पहले सबको फ्रैक्शन में कन्वर्ट कर दिया है, क्योंकि मुझे एक्स और वाई दोनों चाहिए, न्यूमरेटर एंड डिनोमिनेटर. एंड सिमिलरली एज पर फॉर्मूला एलसीएम इज गिवन. हमेशा याद रखना, वेन एवर देर इज एलसीएम आस्क, विल टेक आउट द न्यूमरेटर्स के लिए एलसीएम, and for denominators it will be HCF, and whenever there is HCF asked, then we'll go for numerator as HCF and denominator as LCM. So do this LCM इसके लिए and HCF इसके लिए. Question number 11, everyone got this? Anyone who has doubt so far concepts में, किसी question में? Anyone? Nobody? Question number 12 सबको आ गया है? Okay, question number 12 का आंसर somewhat 35/2 आएगा, so which is 17.5. So we'll revise it once. So the first thing was highest common factors, that is common terms with the lowest possible factor. I hope everyone has written down this point, common terms with lowest power. Similarly, least LCM के लिए it is all terms with highest power. Then you have this three important formulas for fractions, that is for HCF LCM, and formula for HCF LCM is equal to on a product of numbers. And we also solved around 12 questions. So that is it for LCM and HCF. Anyone with doubts? किसी को कुछ concepts में नहीं समझा हो? कस्तूरी, मोनिश, ओम, रोहित, श्रेयांशी, सुष्मिता, anyone? कोई point repeat करना है, please let me know. Okay, fine. So just note down, एक जो मैं points बोल रहा हूँ note down कर लो. HCM LCF ऐसा तुम्हारा heading दे दो topic के लिए, और उसमें concepts के लिए note down करो. Concept number 1 रहेगा तुम्हारा HCF, then your concept will be LCM, then the two formulas for fraction and the formula for uh, HCF and this formula. So these are the 4 points. I will put it down in the chat as well. for any speed, see, I have put it in the chat. For any speed based exam, which formula to repeat? आदर्श, कौन सा फॉर्मूला रिपीट करना है? ओके, या सो ये जो तुम्हारे चार कॉन्सेप्ट्स है ना, पहला एचसीएफ, एलसीएम, फिर फ्रैक्शन फॉर्मूला एंड प्रोडक्ट ऑफ नंबर फॉर्मूला, इसी चार कॉन्सेप्ट्स पर तुम्हारे जो स्पीड बेस्ड एग्जाम्स है लाइक सीईटी, सीमैट, एनमैट, देयर विल बी क्वेश्चंस ऑन दिस एंड विल आल्सो लर्न द इम्प्लीमेंटेशंस ऑफ दिस in different topics in next week. Okay, so bye guys. अगर किसी को डाउट है प्लीज लेट मी नो, यू कैन पर्सनली कॉन्टेक्ट मी एज वेल, if रहेगा तो we can solve it. Okay, bye everyone.
हेलो सर।
हेलो,
हाँ सर, मुझे वो वाला डाउट था, पिछली बार वाला बोला ना, पार्टनरशिप वाला, वो कैसे फॉर्म किया वो रेशियोज?
जो 1:1:2 वाला,
हाँ हाँ, 2:1:1
हाँ,
वाला।
एक काम कर, मेरे को कॉल कर, अपन कॉल पे करते हैं डिस्कस.
हाँ ठीक है।